Good afternoon, everybody. How are you all doing on this fine Sunday? I am so happy to be back here once again to share another one of my favorite cards with you all. This card is the one that I'm going to talk about this evening is one that I received from one of my favorite people, and that person is actually my son, better known as Darius, King Darius, Truth or Darius, my son Darius. He gave me a birthday card a couple of years ago, and I love the card, one, because I love the color, I love the sentiments in the card, and then there's a nice surprise at the back of the card that I got from him. Now, my son knows that I like it when he draws cards for me or makes a painting of a card or something like that. But this time he actually just purchased a card. And so this one says, Mom, have I told you lately? Here's what the card looks like. I think it's a beautiful card. Hopefully you all can see that. Okay, let me share this card with you all. Mom, have I told you lately? Have I told you lately how much you mean to me? Have I told you how much I appreciate everything you've done for me and have been to me through the years? Have I told you how much I look forward to seeing you or how much I value your advice and wisdom? Have I told you thank you for a lifetime of happy memories and the love that made me who I am today? Have I told you lately how much I love you? I love you, Mom. And if I haven't told you, I'm telling you right now. I love you, Mom, with all my heart. Happy birthday. I love you, Mom. Have a beautiful birthday. And here's the card. This is what it looks like on the inside. Hopefully you all can see that. I like to share what the card looks like on the inside. And this is an American Greetings Premier card. I love cards, and I'm very unhappy when I don't get cards from my children on Mother's Day or my birthday or Christmas or something, which is rare. But there have been the occasional time that I didn't get a card. So I absolutely love getting cards from them. Well, son, you have told me lately that you love me, and I have told you that I love you. I raised my children saying I love you to them from day one. And I know that some children have probably never heard that before from one or maybe even both of their parents, or maybe even from a grandparent. But I didn't want that to be the case with my children. I wanted them to always know that they were loved and valued. I'm going to touch on a couple of points in this card. Have I told you how much I appreciate everything you've done for me? Yes, you have, son, and I thank you so much for that. Have I told you how much I look forward to seeing you or how much I value your advice and wisdom? You have told me that you were appreciative of a conversation that we have had from time to time. But that didn't happen until you were well into adulthood, actually in recent years, and I do appreciate that. Have I told you thank you for a lifetime of happy memories and the love that made me who I am today? No, you haven't, son. But, I know that you appreciate me. I know that you love me. I know that you value me. And the reason I'm being very honest today with this card is because I want to say sometimes people don't always tell you how they feel about you. Sometimes they just can't. Sometimes they just don't know what to say or how to say it. And sometimes they don't think about saying it at all. But that doesn't mean that they don't value you or that they don't love you. I mean, usually young people, young adults are just about their business. They will tell you how they feel if you make them angry or something. But, you know, it takes a very mature and responsible young man or woman to really be able to sit down with their parents and tell them how they truly feel. I have had heart-to-heart conversations with my son. He's very deep. He's very deep. Sometimes I feel like I needed the thesaurus to figure out what he's saying. He's very intellectual, very educated. Um, he has not always expressed to me how he feels about me. You know, it's one of those things where, you know, it's your kid. You just have to know they love you or that they value you and appreciate you. It's just part of being a mom. It's a part of being a dad. It's part of being a caretaker. You just have to know these things. If you do your part to raise your child to the best of your ability, and you give them food, clothes, shelter, you make sure they have a good education, good health care, you know, whatever, a few of their wants every now and then. When you do your part to really bring your child up well, I think they don't really become grateful for that until they see someone else, one of their peers maybe suffering from something that maybe they have, but that other person doesn't have. I think our children don't really appreciate us and how we raise them until they are much, much older in age, 40s, 50s, or maybe until they've had children of their own. All they know is you're their parent. You're all right. You know, they love you. But you have probably gotten on their nerves a time or two. But don't write them off. You know, they do love you. They do care about you, okay? Just know that. And it may take you finding out by way of a card, but hey, that's better than never being told that you're loved. My son has been telling me he loves me all of his life. So is my daughter, and vice versa. I raised them that way. Okay. Have I told you lately how much I love you? If not, let me tell you today, I love you, Mom, with all of my heart. So let's say you're feeling bummed out, you know, and you just had kind of a rotten day. You're stressed out. Nothing's going right. You know, it's your birthday. Someone may or may not remember to give you a gift or call you or give you a card. But then you get something like this from your child or your sister or a close relative or friend, or maybe even just a casual acquaintance. Something like this makes all the difference. Sometimes just hearing a few kind words, they just mean so much. You know, I have over the years wondered whether or not I was a good mom to my children. And as I look back, I know that the answer to that question is absolutely yes. I have been an awesome mom to my children because as a young mom, I had my children when I was in my teens. And as a young mom, I did the absolute very best that I could do to raise my two children. And I did better than my best because I had the Lord's help. And I raised them both well. They both graduated high school. They both went on to college, graduated college. They're both educated. I have one that's now getting ready to start, a family soon, hopefully. She was married not too long ago. And then I have my son, who hopefully one day, some of us are late bloomers, but we bloom nonetheless, right? So whenever you get a card or a gift or a little trinket or whatever from a loved one, particularly from a child, keep it, okay? Because you may end up with a kind of child that just really doesn't call you that much. Maybe they call you only when they need you, which is not the case with my son. But for some of you out there, you might have a child that only calls you when they need something. Okay, be there for them. You know, be there for them. Be that reason that they call you again. Okay? People need people, and from time to time, we all need something from somebody. Okay? One day, when we parents get old, we want to be able to call our children and say, hey, I need a little help. I need a little money. I need a ride here, or I need this, or I need that. What you sow, you reap. Be good to your child, and hopefully and prayerfully your child will be good to you as you age and when you get older. My son is a graphic artist, and he does not only want to say all of my thumbnails, but many of my thumbnails. The one that I'm using today, he did not do that one. But the thumbnails that look halfway cute or halfway artsy are the ones that he did. The ones that look like they need a little help are the ones that I've done. And so I appreciate him so much. He's always so willing to help me with anything that I need, especially when it's something related to doing anything on the computer. You know, I look at a computer all day long, every day for my job. I don't like trying to design anything. My son is excellent at that. That's what he went to college for. And so now he's helping me out with some of my thumbnails, and I really and truly appreciate him, and I'm thankful for that. And son, have I told you lately? Well, yes, I have. But let me tell you again, I love you very much, son, and I'm glad to have you in my life. I'm glad that I was given the opportunity to be your mom, and I hope that we will always have a good relationship. We always have, and I hope that we always will, forever and a day. And I hope our relationship never goes south. Everybody, we're just all in this human race together. None of us are perfect. I'm just being honest. You know, parents, we have our work cut out for us, you know. Sometimes we have kids who recognize the hard work that we do. Sometimes we don't. But we have to love them nonetheless, just like they love us, even if they don't tell us. Even if they have to tell us by way of a card. They tell you by way of a card, hey, consider yourself told. So one final thing I want to share here. I love it when my son makes my cards. I would rather have a handmade or homemade birthday card, Christmas card, Mother's Day card in particular. I would like to have one that was painted by him, or you know, I like that little bit of extra effort that some people take when they are considering the type of card that they're going to give you. With my son, I have just discovered that I would prefer to get one from him that he took the time to sit down and create himself. I really enjoy that, especially since he's the artsy type. He is a graphic artist. But he drew just a little, it's nothing fancy. He just kind of, you know, doodled a little picture of me on the back of this card. And I'm assuming he drew this. Yes, he did. So it's me. It's a face with curly hair. And then there's a couple of flowers off to the side. I don't know if you all can see this. Let me bring it over to the camera. Can y'all see this? Can y'all see that little doodle? I'm not sure if you can see it, but I see it and I like it. So it wasn't the big handmade card, but it's just that little bit of effort, extra effort that he took to personalize it, if you will. So son, thank you so much for this birthday card that you gave me a couple of years ago. To all of you out there who are watching this video tonight, particularly you moms out there, you parents, if today is your birthday, let me just say a great big happy birthday to you. And you know what? If you haven't gotten a card yet or a phone call yet, or if the day goes by and you don't get anything at all, you know what? Let me just say this. You are loved and you do matter, and you did a fantastic job of raising your child. You did the best that you could. Okay? So I want you to go to bed tonight encouraged. Let your spirit just be lifted high, and you just go on. And if there are any sons out there in particular watching this video, hey, do something nice for your mom, for your dad, your aunt, your grandparent, whoever it was that raised you. Even if you grew up in the foster system and you don't maybe have a parent, let's see, how can you say thank you? Well, maybe you can just get a diary or something like that, and just say, I'm so grateful that there was somebody in my life that took the time out to care for me, even if it was maybe through the foster care system. I'm very grateful to all the foster parents. You know, if I had more than one, thank you. You may or you may not have been the perfect foster parent, but thank you. So I guess what I'm saying, if there's no real person, person in front of you that you can say thank you to, hey, just write it down and tuck it away. That'll become part of your past, your life, your memory, and it will be awesome. So, you sons out there, go and get your mom a nice birthday card, okay? Personalize it and make her day, or if it's your dad, personalize it and make his day. Okay, thank you all so much for listening to my little story about this birthday card that was given to me by my son. I really appreciate you taking your time to tune in to my channel. Please subscribe if you are enjoying the content that I'm bringing to you here. I've only made a few videos so far, but please consider subscribing and to my channel. And I do these videos twice a week, Thursday evenings, Sunday evenings, 5 p.m. or thereabouts. I'm trying to really stay on schedule. I'm not sure what I'm going to bring to you all next Thursday, but it'll be something interesting. It'll be something nice. Until then, good afternoon, good night. May you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.